Welcome to ABC Interactive English. My name is Sydney.
And I am Mike. Yes, welcome everyone. We are back with part B of our look at a little room magic.
Yeah.
So we're not actually using magic to clean our rooms like Harry Potter or Mary Poppins originally. No, we're actually just talking about your room, your space, that place that you call your own. And especially for young people, right? A young person, you don't own your own home or have your own apartment. You live with your family, with your parents, brothers and sisters, maybe other family members. So your room is your little space. It's your little world. It's a wonderful place. You can close the door. You can be on your own. You can decorate it any way you like, hopefully. And one of the fun things to do, I remember doing this as a kid, is moving things around your room. Right? Your desk was here, your bed was there, you had it here. What if I put the bed there and the desk here? And it's gonna be a whole new room.
Yeah, that's the point. It's like you said, your room is kind of like your own safe space or your own little sacred, space, essentially. It's a place that's really special to you.
That's right.
That really you kind of own. So yeah, when you have the power to rearrange where your bed is, your bookshelf, your desk, your shoe rack, it kind of makes you feel like you have a little bit more control over your own space. And when you do rearrange things, it can really feel like a whole brand new room. I did that all the time as a kid.
Your mom and dad will never let you organize the living room or the dining room. They're like, no, you can't do that. And often, even as a kid, you can't choose the color of the paint or the walls of your room, right? You know, because your parents are like, no, we don't want to do that. But you can organize where to put things, and this sort of makes it feel like a whole new room. I used to love this because I'd come back from school and open the door. Oh, wow, it's like my own new apartment, my own new house. It was a fun thing to do. But of course, halfway through, you're dragging your bed across the floor. And you're thinking, why did I do this? This is just a lot of work. But when it's all done, it gives you this fresh new feeling, which is absolutely wonderful. So let's find out about Nathan and Jasmine as they start to reorganize their living spaces. Nathan and Jasmine are arranging the furniture in her room.
Are you sure you want your bed under the window? Won't it be too bright in the morning?
No, because my curtains block out light. Also, with my bed there's room for my nightstand.
Right. And there's still lots of room for your dresser on that wall.
All right, so we are going to get started with our dialogue today. Again, we are talking about a little room magic part B. So we have two characters here. We have Nathan and we have Jasmine. So Nathan and Jasmine are arranging the furniture in her room. Are they arranging, meaning they're kind of moving things around. They want to arrange it maybe in a very organized way, in an aesthetically pleasing way, right? They're arranging it or putting it in specific places to make sure that they're in spots that Jasmine is happy with.
Yeah, often when you arrange things, you're doing it to organize things. You might have kind of a plan in your mind. I thought about this. This is how I want it to be. You know, I want it to work and I want it to look. And of course, in a room, the big things that you're arranging will be the furniture. Furniture is just stuff that you sit on, sleep on, and use in your home. It could be a sofa, it could be a bed, it could be a dining room table with a bunch of chairs around it. It also could be other things that are very useful, closets or cupboards and wardrobes and drawers and dressers and things like that, places that have boxes that slide, you know, and you put stuff in them, your desk as well, all that kind of stuff. And yes, these are things that you will bring with you when you move as well. Often when you're moving from one house to another, you need a big truck and you need strong people to carry all of that furniture because that's the big, heavy stuff that you use to make your life comfortable and organized and convenient. So let's find out what they're moving and where they're going to put things. Well, Nathan begins. He's helping Jasmine. So I guess this is Jasmine's home, her room, her apartment, and he is just there to help and maybe, help her lift stuff because it is good to have a friend. And Nathan says, are you sure you want your bed under the window? Okay, so these are the kinds of questions you need to think about and figure out as you're arranging things. He's kind of wondering, do you want the bed under the window, very close to the window? So here's the bed. The window is just over it. Why does he ask this? Well, it's a good idea, a good question he's asking. Won't it be too bright in the morning? Yeah, if you're right next to the window, the light from the sun will come in, and he's kind of thinking, you know, at 7 in the morning when the sun's up, you might want to sleep, but that sun's in your eyes and oh, that'll be uncomfortable. There will be too much light. In other words, it will be too bright.
Yeah, it'll be too bright,
I
right?
get that.
Yeah, and it makes perfect sense. So when we talk about the word bright, that's an adjective, so it means very sunny, shining, and if it's too bright, it can be almost blinding and quite uncomfortable to kind of wake up to in the morning, especially if you're not an early bird, if you're not a morning riser, if you're someone who hears the birds chirping in the morning and you shut the window, or if you see the sun kind of peeking in the morning and you close your curtains or your blinds, you don't really want your bed to be right under the window, which is why Nathan's saying, oh, are you sure you want your bed right there? It might be a little bit too bright.
Yes, my bathroom window points right at where the sun comes up, and I know if I get up at 7 or 7:30, I walk in there to brush my and I feel like a vampire. I feel like I'm going to burn and die because it's so bright. But there you go. It's a good question, right? You don't want your bed somewhere where the light will wake you up. Let's find out what Jasmine says after we go to Tina.
Hello, I'm Tina. 今天的对话是 Nathan 和 Jasmine 要规划他房间的家具如何摆放。我们先来看单字 furniture 名词指的就是家具。The bedroom furniture is made of wood. 卧室的家具是由木头制成的。Nathan 问 Jasmine 你确定要把床摆在窗户下面吗？他怕早上会太亮。单字 bright 就是形容词，表达的是明亮的。The room became bright when I turned on all the lights. 当我打开所有灯时，房间变得明亮了。接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, so Nathan is helping Jasmine organize her room. I guess she's moved in and she wants to put all her furniture in the right place. She wanted to put the bed under the window. And her friend Nathan actually had a good question for her. Are you sure you want to do that? If the bed is near the window, that sun in the morning, that bright sun, might come in and shine in your eyes and wake you up. It also might get hot. Right?
That's another good point.
If your bed is under the window, especially in the summer. So he's just checking, is this the right place for your bed? Because, you know, the light.
Yeah, exactly. And Jasmine says, no, because my curtains block out light. Oh, okay. So she's saying, no, I think it's fine if my bed is under the window because my curtains, they block out or they kind of shield or protect the light from coming into my room.
She has a plan.
Yeah,
She's already thought of this.
Yeah, all right.
Brilliant.
Well done, Jasmine. And then she says, also, with my bed there's room for my nightstand. Okay, so Jasmine, she's going in the right direction. I think she knows what she's doing. She has a plan, like you said. She's saying that her bed being under the window is okay because her curtains block out light. And then she's saying if she places her bed in this specific spot, there's room for her nightstand. Nightstand is just kind of like a small little bedside table where maybe you keep your glasses, a glass of water, some pictures, lip balm, anything like that you would need at night or when you wake up in the morning.
There you go. And the way the room is sort of organized means there's not a lot of extra space or room for the bed and the bedstand in other places. I mean, every room is a little different. Some are a square, some are more of a rectangle, whatever. So as she says, there's more room there under the window for the bed and the nightstand. When we say room, we're not talking about living room, dining room, bedroom, kitchen.
Right.
No, when we say room in this kind of way, we mean empty space. All right, there's space for me to sort of move around. There's space for me to put stuff. When you're on an airplane, you might not like those seats in the back because you feel very squished and tight. There's not enough room. Or we might talk about leg room on an airplane, right? The chairs in front are very close. I can't stretch my legs out. But if you're at home and there's a big sofa, oh, there's room to lie down. There's room to lean back. There's lots of open extra space that is there to be used or is also just more comfortable because you don't feel squished and squeezed in all the time. So yeah, there's room for the bed little table next to her, the nightstand, and if she put the bed in another place, it wouldn't really work in the shape of the room. So Nathan hears this and he looks around and he says, oh yeah, okay, I understand your point. He says, right. And he adds, there's still lots of room for your dresser on that wall. So on the other side of the room, against the wall, there is space, there is room for the dresser there. The bed might not fit on that corner or on that side, so it's better to keep the bed here and the dresser where you put your clothes over there.
Yeah, exactly.
That
All
makes
right.
sense.
Yeah. So now we are going to head on over to Tina and we'll be right back.
Cool.
Jasmine 觉得床摆在窗户下不会太亮，因为它的窗帘可以遮光，而且这样它的床头柜也才放得下。Nathan 认同了，并说如此一来，那边墙就有很多空间可以放 Jasmine 的五斗柜。好的，刚刚对话里提到的这个单字 room 名词空间 There is enough room in the car for 5 people。车子里有足够的空间容纳5个人。接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, so things are coming together slowly in Jasmine's new room. Nathan's there helping out. Seems to be they're making the right decisions. We got the bed here, the nightstand, the big curtains to block out the light so Jasmine won't get woken up. And then on the other side is the dresser where she keeps her clothes. The only thing I can think of missing is maybe a desk and a chair.
Yeah,
right? Otherwise,
I think so.
they've got
Desk,
the bed.
chair, maybe bookshelf or
That's
something.
where you sleep. You can even sit there and read. The dresser for your clothes. You need a few other things. So we're going to be getting to that in the second part of the dialogue. So let's check it out right now.
Actually, I plan to put my desk and bookcase there.
Really? Then where will your dresser go?
It'll go at the foot of my bed.
Ah, you're going to put your TV on top of that, right?
You got it.
All right, so we are going to continue along with our dialogue.
Okay.
So I think previously, right, Jasmine and Nathan, they're still arranging her room.
Yep.
And then Nathan kind of says, oh yeah, I kind of see the vision. I see your plan. If you move things like this, you can put your dresser, right, on that wall. But Jasmine says, actually, I plan to put my desk and bookcase there. All right, she says, well, actually, she wants to do this. So actually is an adverb, and when we use the word actually, it's typically used to state the truth or facts of a situation. It brings clarity, and it can also be used to correct someone. Kind of like what Jasmine just did with Nathan. He thinks that she's going to want to put her dresser in one area, but she says, no, actually, I want to put these other pieces of furniture in that area.
Yeah, it can be used to clear things up. Someone has some information, but you know that your information is a little bit more true. Exactly. So without being rude, you can just say, well, actually, things have changed and here's the new fact. So that's a useful thing. So yeah, she could put the wardrobe over there. That would be fine. But actually, she's already thought about this. She wants to put the desk and the bookcase there, which of course are other common things, common pieces of furniture to have in your room. But then that leaves Nathan with questions and confusion. Desk, bookcase over there in that place that was perfect for your dresser, for that kind of box for all your clothes. So Nathan says, really? Is that what you're going to do? Really? So he's checking to make sure that what she said is true. And then here's his big question. Then where will your dresser go? That's a really good point.
That is,
She can't leave it outside.
She can't.
Leave it in the park.
Yeah.
Leave it at the bus stop.
I know.
That's inconvenient. So she wants to have the dresser in the room with all her other stuff. But where is it going to? Maybe it's just going to sit in the middle of the room.
Imagine
like
that.
Like a statue, like a piece of art.
Maybe.
Like Stonehenge.
Oh.
Clotheshenge. I
Maybe.
don't know.
I don't
We're going to
know.
find out, though, where the dresser
out,
goes because she needs the dresser. She needs the clothes, right? So we're going to find out after Tina.
其实 Jasmine 打算把她的书桌和书柜放在另一面墙。Nathan 问：“那她的五斗柜要放在哪里 家具的摆设真的是一门大学问啊。那我们来看一下刚刚对话里提到的单字 actually 副词其实 I thought the movie would be boring, but it was actually very interesting. 我以为这部电影会很无聊，但其实它非常有趣。文法的部分提到了 Where does something go? 某物要放在哪里？ Go 在这里表示放置置于。我们来看看这个对话 Where do these dishes go? 这些盘子要放在哪里？ They go in the cupboard. 它们要放在橱柜里。Cupboard 就是橱柜。接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, we are almost there. We have the bed by the window. We have the desk and the bookcase, over by the wall. That was Jasmine's brilliant idea. But as Nathan said, where will the dresser go? That kind of piece of furniture with many drawers, many sort of sliding little boxes that you put your clothes in, right? Where are you going to put that?
Yeah, and Jasmine says, oh, it'll go at the foot of my bed. Okay, simple solution to a simple problem, I suppose.
She's the Leonardo da Vinci of furniture organizing. Brilliant idea.
Mind-blowing.
There
Who
you
would have
go.
thought a dresser at the foot of the bed?
Foot of the
Unheard
bed.
of.
Yeah,
oh
of
my
course.
God.
The foot of the bed is at the bottom of the bed, where your feet normally are. And yes, that's the head of the bed, right? At the top, where your head normally is. So at the foot of the bed basically just means at the bottom. Okay, so she'll kind of push it up against the bed, and then she can use it to put, books on or other things if she wants them near the bed. I can see this being great, except when you're trying to make the bed, because tucking in your blanket,
That's true.
when the furniture is right there, that might be a little tricky, but not a big problem and a good way to use the space. Very, very smart.
Yeah.
All right. So he says, you're going to put your TV on top of that, right? Now Nathan is starting to understand her crazy, brilliant plan. If she puts that dresser there, that, the top of it is kind of like a little table, basically.
It's very flat.
And she can put the TV there, lie back here, watch the TV down at the bottom by her feet. Perfect.
Yeah, and Jasmine says, you got it. Meaning, absolutely, 100%, you are correct.
You understand.
You understand. He sees the vision. Look at that. It's all kind of coming together. I think Nathan and Jasmine make a pretty good team.
I want to hire Jasmine to organize my apartment.
Right?
She's got great ideas.
Yeah, how much do you think she charges?
Too much for us. But let's go to Tina and we'll find out more about all of this good stuff.
All right, let's do it.
Jasmine 决定要把五斗柜放在床尾，而且会把电视放在五斗柜上。那这里有一个文法 ，the foot of， 指的就是什么的尾端。相对说法是 the head of 加名词。foot 当作尾部末端的意思的时候，横为单数哦。比如说 I put my suitcase at the foot of the bed， 我把行李箱放在床的尾端。Suitcase 指的就是行李箱。On top of 在什么的最上面。On top of 指的是物品或地点的上面。On the top of 则是指这个物品地点范围内的上部。我们先来看看 on top of 的例句。There is a box on top of the bookcase。书柜的最上面有一个箱子。那么 on the top of 可以这样用。Please write your name on the top of the paper. 请在文件的上方写下你的名字。接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, so there we go. We've organized Jasmine's bedroom with the help of Nathan and Jasmine's brilliant ideas. I think they made a pretty good team.
Yeah, they did well.
Right? They seemed to know exactly what they wanted to do. When one had an idea, the other one might change it. So that was a good bit of teamwork. That's all the time we have for today, though. But tomorrow we will be back. We will still be working on our rooms, our spaces, keeping them lovely and organized. So please come back and join us for that. Until then, all the best. Take care and bye-bye. Nathan and Jasmine are arranging the furniture in her room.
Are you sure you want your bed under the window? Won't it be too bright in the morning?
No, because my curtains block out light. Also, with my bed there, there's room for my nightstand.
Right. And there's still lots of room for your dresser on that wall.
Actually, I plan to put my desk and bookcase there.
Really? Then where will your dresser go?
It'll go at the foot of my bed.
Ah, you're going to put your TV on top of that, right?
You got it.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，furniture 名词家具 ，bright 形容词明亮的 ，room 名词空间 ，actually 副词其实。文法的部分 ，Where does something go？ 某物要放在哪里 ？Where do these books go？ 这些书要放哪里 ？They go in the box over there。它们要放在那边的那个箱子里。The foot of 什么的尾端。Dad sat at the foot of the table。爸爸坐在餐桌的末端。On top of 在什么的最上面。On top of 指的是物品或地点的上面。On the top of 则是指这个物品地点范围内的上部。The cat is sleeping on top of my car。那只猫睡在我的车子上面。Ian wrote his name on the top of the paper. Ian 在纸的上方写下他的名字。以上就是这一课的重点单字跟文法，那我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
There is a park in Taichung City called Taichung Metropolitan Park, which was created to conserve nature and provide citizens with a space for leisure and relaxation. Let's take a closer look at this park, shall we? Taichung Metropolitan Park is an urban nature park in Taiwan. It is a great place to have fun and learn about the environment. The park attracts different kinds of birds and insects. Visitors can walk along the lake and check out the plants in the park. They can also explore the hiking trails and enjoy the singing of the birds. The place is popular among Taichung residents. They love going to the park to exercise or just to relax. The main goal of Taichung Metropolitan Park is to give the people of Taichung City a large open space to spend time with family and friends. By growing a variety of plants, the park also helps purify the air and reduce air pollution. It's definitely worth a visit the next time you're in Taichung City.